Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Written by Philip K. Dick, published in 1968. Philip was born in December of 1928. His twin sister died just 6 weeks after birth. Philip was profoundly affected by it, which led to a recurring phantom twin in many of his books. Philip attended the University of California, Berkeley, for a short time before having to drop out due to drug abuse and anxiety. Philip was a cosmic pantheist, believing in the universe only as an extension of God. He also believed that existence is based on internal-based perception of a human, which does not always correspond to external reality. Philip was fascinated with the possibilities of metaphysical realms. He came to the conclusion that the world is not entirely real, and that there is no way to know whether it or us are truly there. His suffering from drug abuse, anxiety, and paranoia, as well as his life experiences and beliefs, are woven into each of his novels and short stories, many of which were made into movies, including this one. This novel inspired the film Blade Runner, starring Harrison Ford, released in 1982, which was the same year that Philip passed away. The book is set in the year 2021 on a dust-covered, post-nuclear apocalypse Earth. In this world, most humans have migrated to Mars. Animal life on Earth is practically non-existent, only for sale at extreme cost, and electric animals and androids exist. Rick Deckard, the main character, owns an electric sheep. He also has the unfortunate occupation as a bounty hunter, whose job it is to track and retire any androids that escape from Mars to Earth. The only distinction between the androids and humans is that androids lack empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings of another. This is one of the major themes of the book, as well as real religion versus false religion, and what is real and what is not. Rick is able to distinguish androids from humans using an empathy reading device. Rick reads the androids a series of questions, while the device reads the facial reactions of the androids. The androids' facial reactions are slower than humans and usually different depending on the question. This method worked until a new model android appeared on the market, more human than ever. Rick tested one of the new model androids using the empathy device, and was wrong at first when he thought that the girl was human. This made him realize that the empathy device could potentially lead him to mistake a depressed human for an android. This deeply concerned Rick because in the field, he could accidentally kill a human being, not knowing that he mistook them for an android until the bone marrow test, after they're already dead. Rick struggles to comprehend what is real and what is not throughout the novel. Rick is unsure if a human could ever love an android, and he pushes this question to the brink when he sleeps with an android. He enjoys it and only finds himself more confused. He owns a pet electric goat, which he wants to love, but he finds himself very embarrassed of it. He longs for a real animal like his neighbors, but were always too expensive. Rick eventually saves up enough money to buy a real animal, a goat. He thinks the real, living goat will bring him much happiness, but he is sadly mistaken, as the goat is murdered the next day. In the novel, Philip focuses on real religion versus false religion. Mercerism is the book's main religion, a religion in which humanity fuses with the suffering character of Mercer in order to gain a greater sense of collective empathy. A famous entertainment android, Buster Friendly, conducts an investigative report on Mercerism and fully exposes the religion to be false. Mercer is simply an old drunk actor, and the entire scene of Mercer climbing the hill to his death was manufactured in a Hollywood studio. However, Philip shows that this does not break humanity, as the values of Mercerism, like shared empathy and the collective will to survive, can still be seen in Rick. This is Philip's attempt to prove that although organized religion may be false, the values of that religion can still be very real and have a positive impact on those who cherish them. At the end of the novel, Rick finds a toad in the wild. He is ecstatic because toads are extremely rare and valuable. He rushes home to his wife, full of excitement, only to discover that the toad is electric. At this point in the novel, Rick no longer cares that the toad is electric. He realized that, just like the android girl and the electric sheep, the electric toad can still bring him happiness, even though it is not necessarily real. This is because it can still be real to Rick. Philip wanted to show the reader that existence is based on the internal based perception. It does not matter if it agrees with the external reality, as long as it is real to the person.